Well, this is a match that has a lot of historical relevance right now. This is a match that's the first of its kind for this channel. And wouldn't you know it, I'm one of the first ones to step foot into a fatal four-way. This is new ground here, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that I don't know what to expect because the stakes have never been higher right now. You thought a triple threat was tough. Try coming into this now. It's essentially a triple threat and a singles match wrapped into one. So this is like essentially losing 2 matches or playing 2 matches for it. But 3 competitors in this ring who are all fantastic. I have a lot of respect for the players tonight. Dominic, we've faced off already in my historic win. That will probably never happen again. But I have a lot of respect for the guy. Brian Michaels, he's just an absolute fun guy to be on call with, especially if in a non-trivia setting. He's a great guy to talk to because I can piss him off very easily with my opinions. And then Kaleb, Caleb's really good with debating. I love debating him, but trivia, he can be a beast at it too. So I think tonight it's gonna be tough. Tonight, coming out with this win tonight, whoever wins it is gonna earn it. That's just the simple facts right here. But strategy simple. Keep it relaxed. Keep calm. Keep cool. And let's just see who comes out at the end. I got a 25% chance of winning. Let's hope I get on the right side.
Sponsored by White Claw. Hey, what's up, guys? It's the movie nerd back to wreak havoc at Full Metal. And I'm just doing what I usually do, which is having fun, drinking some beers, and just enjoying it. It's my time with the guys. And check out my podcast. More on that later. Peace.
I'm a little jet lagged. It took a couple hours to get back from Oregon, where I burned down the last Blockbuster video. I spared its assistant manager, Mike Hanley, and just decided to burn down the Laserdisc section. However, today they decided, hey, Kaleb Koho's got 2 wins on his record. Both of them are on 1-on-1s. But where do all of his losses come from? Multi-person matches. How can we make sure that this guy has the least likely chance of winning? Put him in a multi-person match. But what they didn't consider is that when you count me out, I tend to do my best. So let's run it down. Big Poppa Varju, I've defeated in debate, not trivia, doesn't count. However, me and him have circled each other for quite some time now. Brian Michaels, I've TKO'd him and James White in a single match. And Dominic Rizzi, I know better than anyone else. In fact, I know him so well that I've TKO'd him in a multi-person match right on this channel before. So, am I scared? No. Am I worried? No. Honestly, I'm just ready to burn it all down. Honestly, if I'm ready, just like a wise man said. McClunky.
All right. Here in Full Metal, I've done pretty good in teams. We're still the reigning team champions with Wild Stallions, myself and Joseph Olivas. In singles, still trying to make my mark. Coming off my last performance, that triple threat was a really sad match. I mean, I only won because the other 2 guys were just as out of it as I was. Jake was trying to study for 2 title matches, which we see how that went. So I'm glad he was focused on those and not my match. But I squeaked through. Now I'm here. I actually like all these guys. I mean, 2 of the 3 can talk a little too much, and one of them has some bad opinions on movies. But I actually like all these guys. I especially like them because they picked strengths that, I actually kind of like too. So thank you for that. But we're going to see how this match goes. Honestly, this is the kind of match I think is going to be decided by the wheel. Because, I mean, these are all good guys, and I think chance is going to play a big part of this. One correction to Koho, though. You didn't TKO me in a singles match. It was a team match. So get that straight.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of Full Metal Singles. That's right. It is the Sandman, Sandy Robinson here. And I can't do this alone. I have with me my good buddy, Dan Skip Allen. Dan, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. I've been working like a madman the last 4 days, and I'm glad to have some time off. But I would never just not want to do this because I couldn't ask for someone better to do it with.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks. Well, you are part of history. This is the first time in Full Metal that we have had a fatal 4-way match to decide the winner who goes on to face the winner of the rookie side in an opportunity to play at Snowball for an opportunity to play Jeremy Adams. So Wow. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a bit hectic, I can imagine, with 4 people playing at the same time. But I think we've got an awful good shot at seeing an amazing match. I mean, Brian is one half of the team champions. Jeff has proven himself over and over again that he can come out of absolutely nowhere and KO people. Dominic is just a wealth of knowledge. Like, if he's on his game, he can put anybody to shame. And I've said this before, and I've said it in other leagues, and I'll say it here. Kaleb is absolutely one of the most improved players that I've seen this year in any league. And, coming from experience, he's here to play. And if he gets the right set of questions, if the wheel's nice to him, he could run away with this match real easy. I can't pick anybody out of this group that I think will win. I almost agree with one of the competitors that it could just be up to the wheel and who gets the better roll. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I think you got to give the edge in this match to Brian. I think his history of getting to championship matches, getting to play the best of the best, whether it be in teams or in singles over the last year or so, I think he would be just slightly above the other competitors. But like you said, I mean, they didn't get here just by accident. They got here because they know their stuff, and they're all completely different kind of players. So it's going to be interesting to see how they take, like, maybe not getting a couple answers right, or if they have to, they have to hunker down and try to tighten up their grip and try to get something that they know, or maybe get some steals from the other competitors. But I couldn't imagine 4 different competitors like these 4 guys. They have all kinds of different strengths and weaknesses and so forth.
Absolutely. You said it all, buddy. Let's get them in here and get some introductions done. Introducing first. He is. Now, let's start that over again.
Come on, you gotta get me ready.
Yeah. All right. Introducing first, with a strength of football movies, he is Jeff Big Poppa Varju. And his opponent, he has a strength of Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He is the King, Kaleb Koho. And their opponent, with a strength of the Transformers franchise, we're looking at the movie nerd, Dominic Rizzi. And their final opponent, with, and I can't believe I say this as a strength, with a strength of Julianne Hough movies, it is the Macguffin, Brian Michaels. All right, guys, we are going to get into round number 1 right now. Dan, my friend, tell them the rules, buddy.
All right, the rules for round number 1 are thus. Every competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, they have 15 seconds to write an answer down. After time is up, competitors will show and say what they wrote down. A correct answer is worth 1 point. If a competitor answers all 8 questions correct, they will receive a bonus question to answer, which will be a 9th point if they get that right as well.
All right, good job, Dan, on those rules. I will take the evens.
In the category of actors and actresses, who has played the roles in the following films? The Giver, Go, Batman Begins, and Logan Lucky.
I really enjoyed Logan Lucky. I didn't think I was going to, but it was quirky and fun.
Well, anything involving sports, I like.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
5.
Logan Lucky, incredible.
4.
Let me get
3.
a repeat there.
Okay, first one
All right.
for Dom.
In the category of actors and actresses, who has played roles in the following films? The Giver, Go, Batman Begins, and Logan Lucky.
Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right, we're going to start with Kaleb
I believe that's Katie Holmes.
and Dominic
Damn, I missed it. Plus my marker ran out, but I missed it.
and Brian
I was stuck on an actor. I didn't think of Katie Holmes. Nope, didn't get it.
and Jeff.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes is the correct answer. Kaleb and Jeff going up by 1. And your second question comes in Oscars. Which 2007 movie received 3 Best Original Song nominations? That's pretty impressive. You can get 3.
Yeah, I think there's only 5 in the category, right?
Yeah. Wonder if, man, wouldn't that suck if somebody else won?
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Dominic
I put once.
and Brian
No clue. Enchanted? I don't know.
and Jeff
Crazy Heart.
and Kaleb, who's
All
right in
3
the
songs from Enchanted lost to once.
And Enchanted is the correct answer. Brian pulling out a nice guess there.
That's how you know that.
And leave it to Caleb to know that once won.
Falling
Yes.
slowly, wrong song.
All right, so question number 3 in the category of directors. How many directors have made films in the Mission Impossible franchise?
We're going to give you 20 seconds on this one.
A great franchise, I might add.
Mm-hmm. All except for number 2.
Yeah, I agree. How ironic, though, about something about number 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Brian
5.
and Jeff
Corey came back for the sequel. 5.
and Kaleb
5.
and Dominic.
5.
All correct. 5 is the correct answer. We are looking for Brian De Palma, John Woo, J.J. Abrams, Brad Bird, and Christopher McQuarrie. Good job. All right, guys. Recent releases is your category for question number 4. In Ad Astra, who plays Thomas Pruitt, the man who accompanies Roy on the first part of his mission?
Oh, shit.
Beautiful, beautiful movie, Sandy.
I have yet to see it, but it's on my queue to watch.
Some of
So
the best cinematography of the year.
And I won't get nominated, which sucks.
Nope, you're absolutely right, Caleb.
Really good
My
movie.
God. I freaking know this person too, and I can't remember.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Jeff
Haven't seen it yet, but I'm just gonna take a guess. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
and Kaleb.
I didn't doubt say that. I guess. Jeff Daniels was great in The Martian, but he's not in this movie.
And Dominic
I forgot that Jeff Daniels was in The Martian, but the correct answer is Donald Sutherland.
and Brian.
I just guessed Wes Bentley.
Dominic with the only right answer. Donald Sutherland was, of course.
I like that there were 2 Jeff answers in this.
All right, guys. Question number 5 in the category of drama. And I'm not going to quote Caleb Boatman on that. Which Peter Weir film released in the 1980s stars Mel Gibson as an Australian journalist? I don't think I've seen this, Sandy.
It is a very underrated movie.
I have spots in my filmography. I have to say that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We're going to jump back to Kaleb.
Start writing down Dead Poet Society, but that's wrong. So
And Dominic.
I put Maverick. Total guess.
And Brian.
The Year of Living Dangerously.
And Jeff.
I know he's not in it, but I just love this movie, and it's underrated from the 80s. Medicine Man.
Is underrated. But Brian, with the only correct answer, it is, of course, The Year of Living Dangerously. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's fantastic. And also, Dominic, I'm going to give you a half imaginary point for putting in Maverick, because that's awesome.
Really? Even though I realized at the last second, I think Richard Donner directed that movie.
it's 90s, isn't that?
And it's 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was 90s.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, we're going to jump over.
Literally, I don't think of Truman Show and Dead Poets. So
Yeah.
All right, your sixth question is in the category of classics. Which Oscar-winning actress plays Jo March in the 1933 adaptation of Little Women?
And I will say right now, Sandy, the current version is incredible.
I can imagine it would be.
I
I
loved it.
told you that.
I loved it.
She's amazing.
Just wanted to throw that in there.
5,
Repeat.
4, Dominic's second. In the category of classics, which Oscar-winning actress plays Jo March in the 1933 adaptation of Little Women?
Last year's version wasn't that good. This year's version, great.
Didn't even know there was one from last year.
Yeah, it's not that good.
The more you know.
The more you know.
5, 4,
I love how Brian and I were on the exact same page, but we went
2,
opposite.
1. Pens down. All right, Dominic.
Total guess. Claudette Colbert.
That's a great actress. Brian.
Continuing to guess my way through round 1. Olivia de Havilland.
Jeff.
I'm going to go on the guessing train. Elizabeth Taylor.
Caleb.
Vivian Leigh.
No, unfortunately, you guys are all incorrect. We were looking for the legendary actress, Katharine Hepburn.
Didn't even know she was in.
Would have made
All
more
guess
sense,
would
wouldn't
be
it?
obvious.
Yep.
I mean, just the fact that Dominic is once again bringing up one of my favorite actresses, Claudette Colbert. That's awesome. So,
It happened with my first one to win the
all right, guys.
the Oscars.
In the second to last question in round number 1, in the category of Sandy's favorite category, I might say, one of his favorite 2 categories, I think here, horror/thriller. What is the name of the hotel Samuel L. Jackson's character manages in the film 1408? Don't you love this category, Sandy?
I refuse to answer this question on the basis of that I will say bad things. I do love Samuel L. Jackson, though.
Yeah. Man, he was in a lot of films that decade.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We will go to Brian Michaels
Not a clue. I put the dolphin. I have no idea why that jumped to mind.
and Jeff
I'm going to kick myself if I get this wrong. The National?
and Caleb.
The badass motherfucking hotel.
How am I going to censor that out?
Imaginary
Hey,
point for
dude.
you.
And Dom.
I took a swing at the fences. I put the Angiers.
And the correct answer, with an amazing second Makuga pull, it is Brian Michaels. The dolphin is the correct
I don't know why that jumped to
answer.
mind. That's awesome.
This is the dolphin. All right. Category number 8 is plot summary. Name the following movie. Set in a post-Great Earthquake Los Angeles, 2 martial arts trained brothers must stop an evil millionaire from obtaining both halves of a magical amulet that would give him absolute power?
Man, I don't think I saw this, Sandy. This
it's an
doesn't
awful
ring a
movie.
bell.
Oh, I've seen it.
Have you?
It's great.
Great like Cats is great.
This video isn't dated at all.
Nope. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, everybody. We're going to start right with Big Poppa.
I took a guess, but I know it's wrong. Highlander.
And Kaleb.
3 ninjas, 3 too many.
Dominic.
I put Double Impact.
And Brian.
Oh, you're so close, Dominic. Double Dragon.
Brian with
Oh,
the correct answer. Double Dragon.
Oh,
Scott Wolf vehicle right there, boys and girls.
And the other brother was what's his name? Mark Dacascos, whatever, from John Wick 3.
That's right. All right, guys, we're going to take a small time out while we do some calculations for score, but we're going to be right back. All right, guys, after that short break, I am back, and here are the scores as we go forward into round number 2. Brian Michaels guessing his way to the lead in that round with 5 big points, followed by Kaleb Koho, who is absolutely pissed off that he didn't get at least 2 more questions right in that round. And then we have a tie with 2 points each of Dominic and Jeff. But round number 2 makes and breaks champions in this league. So, Dan, read them those rules, please.
Okay. The rules for round number 2 are thus. The competitor in the lead chooses to go first or second or third. The player in second chooses when to go during their turn. Whoever goes first bets on red, black, or white. Player in second immediately chooses their color after that, and the player in third takes the remaining color. The player spins the wheel. If they land on their color, they choose their category. If they land on an opponent's color, that opponent chooses their category. If the player lands on the named category, they can take that category or spin again. They are forced to take what they spin the second time. Each category has 4 questions worth 2 points each. A player can go to multiple choice, knocking each question down to 1. If a player misses a question, the 2 opponents get a 5-second count to steal the answer. They must write down and show the answer. And the categories for round number 2 are this. Classics. Roll Call, Liam Neeson, Happy Holidays, holiday movies, Reese Witherspoon, rappers turned actors, movies formerly known as Deep Cuts, Steven Seagal, Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, which is Caleb's strength, Transformers franchise, which is Dominic's strength, Julianne Hough movies, which is Brian's strength, and football movies, which is Jeff's strength.
I see the head shake, Sandy.
Thank you very much for that, Dan. Yeah, you're damn right you did. And just so the audience knows that we do have 4 players playing instead of 3. So there is an added color on the wheel, which is blue. And I will remind the competitors that you will be getting a hard 5 count if the player misses the challenge. So while the question is being read, answer while it's being read. Okay, so Brian, you are in the lead, so you can choose to go first, second, third, or fourth.
You know, a 2-person match, I usually go last, but I don't want the good categories to disappear on me, so I guess I'll go first.
Okay, Brian is going to go first. And what color would you like?
Let's take blue.
Blue. All right, I've got the wheel right here.
Do you need to get their colors?
Yeah, we should get our colors.
Go.
No, I know. I just wanted to move it over there. So,
Okay.
So then we're going to move to Kaleb. You can choose to go second, third, or fourth.
Second.
Second. And what color would you like?
Always bet on black. So I'm going to bet on red.
Red. Thank you very much for screwing up my form here. And then we do have a tie, but Jeff is the higher ranked competitor. So Jeff, would you like to go third or fourth?
I'll go third.
Third. And your color, sir?
The color I am on the dance floor, very, very white.
White. All right.
I see that eye roll, Caleb. You know it's true.
We would be
And
best
that
friends
means-
on our dance floor.
And that means Dominic
It's
is going fourth, and he gets the color of black, which I'm pretty sure he would have picked anyway. So, all right, Brian, I got the spinny wheel. You can see the spinny wheel here. Are you ready for your first spin?
Be kind. Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, Caleb Strength of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Brian.
He's thinking about it, folks.
Well,
He's
no, I
thinking
did
about
really
it.
well in the random match, but I haven't like reviewed it much since then, and now I'm like,
Can I manage you for a second for free advice? If I were managing you, I'd say keep it, but because I'm in the match, please don't.
You gotta come up with the decision quick, Brian.
okay, I'll take it.
All right, he's taking
I'm
Pirates.
gonna regret it, but I'll take it.
All right. Okay. Dan, I think I'll read these questions. Just got to get down to them. Can't believe I still have to pass over Julian Huff movies.
Brian, you bastard.
Brian, you
All
could
right.
have spun again. You could have got Julia Huff, and I could have gotten Pirates. It would have been good.
I know. Here we go. All right, Brian, are you ready for your 4 questions? You have not used a repeat, and remember, multiple choice. Question number 1. What is the name of the ship led by Captain Salazar in Dead Men Tell No Tales?
I believe that is the Silent Mary.
For 2 points. All right, question number 2. Who did the gold in Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, originally belong to?
I think I know it. I'm a little worried. Let's go multiple choice just to be safe.
Okay, multiple choice answers are A. Marco Polo, B. Hernan Cortez, C. Christopher Columbus, or D. Hernando de Soto.
I'm glad I didn't guess. Options just one last time.
Yep. A. Marco Polo, B. Hernan Cortez, C. Christopher Columbus, or D. Hernando de Soto.
Cortez.
Correct for 1 point. All right, question number 3. In which film does James Norrington first become a member of Jack's crew?
That is in the second film, Dead Man's Chest.
For 2 points. Working his way through somebody else's strength, doing quite well. Your last question in this category is: how many pirate lords make up the Brethren Court?
I knew this one at a time. I'm going to go multiple just in case they steal it.
During the random match, I could have named you all of them.
Yeah, in the order they voted in, too.
Yep.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, 6, B, 9, C, 10, D, 12.
Well, the 2 options I thought were both on there. I'll say 9.
Correct for 1 point. Did not lose a steal in that entire round, and it wasn't even his strength. That's a good round, Brian. All right, we are going to go over to the person who wanted to pick second, which is Caleb. And he chose the letter red. There you are. What
Red,
the
my
hell?
favorite letter.
All right, are you ready for your first spin?
Yeah.
Wow. spin is in. The spin is in. Uh-oh. All right. Steven Seagal.
Spin that shit.
All right. Here we go.
Hey, I get that.
Sorry. Spin that boop.
There we go. Oh, past Steven Seagal this time. Oh, and he's with Reese Witherspoon.
It's so quick the rappers turned actors. I was like, maybe I can survive that. Oh, well. Here we
All
go.
right, Dan, this is yours.
All right, got it right here. Let me just scroll down to it. I can find it here. Here we go. All right, Caleb.
All right.
Question number 1 in the category of Reese Witherspoon. In Cruel Intentions, Sebastian dies saving Annette from what?
I really prefer Reese without her spoon. Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus: A, being hit by a car, B, falling off a building, C, being shot, or D, being attacked by a mugger.
A.
You're correct. Question number 2 in Reese Witherspoon. What is the name of Reese's character in A Wrinkle in Time?
My second least favorite movie from last year. What was her name? Multiple choice. I'm not going to hear it.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus: A, Mrs. Which, B, Mrs. Y, C, Mrs. Whatsit, or D, Mrs. Who.
C.
You are correct.
1 point.
All right, question number 3 in the category of Reese Witherspoon. Reese has 1 Oscar win for Walk the Line. How many times total has she been nominated in acting categories?
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus: A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4.
2.
You are correct.
Should just went for guess.
And your last question in the category of Reese Witherspoon. What is the name of the Get-Centric protest that Elle Woods organizes in Legally Blonde 2?
Hold on. It's the pet-centric.
Oh, what did I say? Get-Centric? Yeah, it's pet-centric. My bad. I said get-centric. I meant pet-centric.
It's been so long since I've seen Legally Blonde. I'm going to lose my Team 19 card. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are thus: A, Paws Across America, B, Dog Aid, C, Walkies in Washington, or D, The Million Dog March.
C.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. The rest of the guys for a steal.
Can we get the options one more time, please?
Okay, your options are thus: A, Paws Across America, D, Dog Aid, C, Walkies on Washington, or D, The $1 Million March.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll start with Dominic
I put B.
and Brian
A.
and Jeff.
Let's go across the board. D.
D is the correct answer. Million Dog March. Well, Jeff with a steal of 1 point there. Caleb not doing too bad in the category that he totally didn't want. He only lost 1 steal attempt on that one and multiple choices way through. All right, we're going to go over to Jeff. Big Poppa, you chose the color of white. And are you ready for your spin?
Let's do it.
Round and round it goes. Roll call.
Last time I did this, it went really bad for me. Respin.
All right, here it comes.
That was so close to blue.
It was super close. Good spin.
Let's hit red. Come on, red, 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 red.
And we pass. No, shit.
Oh,
It is black, and
Wait,
that
what?
is
you need to pick
landed
a-
on you, Dominic Rizzi. You are in control of Jeff's future here, and to pick his strength.
Okay, I need to hear the options one more time before I pick this strength.
If you
This
click
is
on
like
live
so much
comments, they're all
power.
listed there.
This is
I
so
got it
much
right
power.
here, Sandy.
Yeah.
Reread
Oh, I
it.
don't know if you can in the app though.
I can reread these for you right here.
Yeah, just
Sandy.
reread it. It'll be real
All right.
quick.
Classics. Roll Call. Liam Neeson. Happy Holidays holiday movies. Reese Witherspoon. Rappers turned actors. Movies formerly known as Deep Cuts. Steven Seagal. Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, which is already used. Transformers franchise. Julian Huff. And football movies.
All right. I'm gonna give him Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
All right.
And Liam's Neeson's dope.
I will do these ones. All right, Jeff, in the category of Liam Neeson, you're going to get 4 questions as given to you by Dominic. So, are you ready for
Welcome,
your
Jeff.
first question?
Let's see.
All right. What was the name of the character voiced by Liam in the Chronicle of Narnia films?
Oh, I'm gonna mess up the name. Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A. Reapin' Cheap. B. Aslan. C. Aureus. Or D. Mr. Beaver.
I should have just went with my gut. It's Aslan.
Thank God there was no reaping.
My
on that one.
favorite thing today is Sandy's pronunciation of Reaper Cheap.
Yeah, right.
Reapin' Cheap.
I like Mr. Beaver out of all of them.
Real character, also.
Nice.
Nice beaver.
All right. Number 2. In what 80s film did Liam play Patrick Swayze's brother?
Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice options are A. The Outsiders. B. Youngblood. C. Next of Kin. Or D. Roadhouse.
Between two. Can I hear the options one more time?
Yep. A. The Outsiders. B. Youngblood. C. Next of Kin. Or D. Roadhouse.
Next of kin?
Correct for 1 point.
Thank you. I knew it wasn't Roadhouse, and I knew it wasn't The Outsiders.
Brian was on that like
I'm smelling
flies
the steals
on an
and
ice
he's
cream
answering.
cone right there. All right, working his way through this category, just like Caleb had to do. Question number 3. Son of a. In Anchorman 2, the legend continues. Liam appears in the massive battle at the end of the film. Which channel did he work for?
I saw this once and I hated it. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. CBS, B. The History Channel, C. The Food Network, or D. BBC.
B.
Correct for 1 point. The History Channel is correct. All right, and your final question in Liam Neeson. Question number 4. How many Seth MacFarlane directed films has Liam Neeson appeared in?
2.
Correct for 2 points. All right. Not a bad round for Jeff there, getting that big 2 points at the end. And we come up to the movie nerd, Dominic Rizzi. It is your turn to go. You chose the color of black. Are you ready for your first spin?
Let's do this.
No. Where's it gonna land?
Oh, come on.
There you go,
And it-
Brian.
And it lands on blue. So Brian,
Of course.
that is your color. So you get to choose the category
Dear
for
worst
Dominic.
Do you want me to read them again, Brian?
No, we'll send him that Julianne Hough movie.
There it is.
You fucking
Yeah.
bastard.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
All right.
Not only does he want me to lose, he wants me to suffer.
Let me.
No, I just want the steals.
You're here for the lulls.
All right, guys. I just scrolled down to Julian Huff here. All right, Dominic, are you ready to go?
Let's get this over with.
All right.
Wait to hear these Oscar winners right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. In Footloose, what was the name of Ariel's brother whose death was the reason for the ban on dancing?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus. A, Bobby. B, Woody. C, Billy. D, Johnny.
A.
You are correct.
Oh, shit.
Question number 2. In Safe Haven, what does Alex try giving to Katie shortly after meeting her that makes her upset?
Multiple choice.
A, a ring. B, a job. C, necklace. D, a bike.
D. A bike.
Correct.
What?
Can I pause you here, Sandy?
Yeah, pause.
I believe these are the same questions used in my last match.
All right, guys, we're back from that break. And, you know, it was a really good thing that we took that little break because the questions in Julianne Hough had been used in a previous match before, unbeknownst to us. Brian graciously told us, and he didn't have to, but he did, that he knew the rest of the answers. So if any multiple choice questions had come to the group, he'd have known them right away. So what we're going to do is not penalize Dominic. He's going to keep the 2 questions that he answered on multiple choice for Julianne Hough. What we're going to do now is, because it's still Brian's pick because he rolled blue, Brian's going to pick another category, and we're going to answer 2 questions, the final 2 questions in that question period. So everybody has agreed to this. So Brian, it is your pick.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to steal as well, but let's give him the last 2 in Steven Seagal.
And Steven
All right.
Seagal. Okay, so it'll be
Scroll down here to Steven Seagal. All right, I am right here. Question number 3 for Steven Seagal. Sandy, everybody ready to go?
we're ready. Answer.
All right, here we go. Dominic, question number 3 in Steven Seagal. In which 90s film does Steven Seagal awaken from a 7-year coma in search of retribution?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus. A, Out for Justice. B, Half Past Dead. C, Hard to Kill. D, Marked for Death.
C.
You're correct. And your final question in Steven Seagal. Which law enforcement agency does Steven work for in the film Fire Down Below?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are thus. A, FBI. B, EPA. C, TSA. D, DEA.
A.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect, Dominic, for the steal. The other 3 guys.
Give me the chance.
And the options are A, FBI, B, EPA, C, TSA, or D, DEA.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff
DEA.
and Brian
EPA.
and Caleb.
Thought EPA sounded weird. I just went with D.
EPA is the correct
should've went with that
answer
because
for a
of-
1-point steal for Brian. In Fire Down Below, it's all about environment in that
Yeah.
movie, and the EPA, of course, is the agency that he works for. All right, guys, we are going to take a small timeout while I calculate some scores, and we're going to get right into round number 3. Stay tuned.
It goes sequential. It's awesome. I think the way I have it.
I'm just gonna.
12, 7, 6, 5 is what I got, Sandy.
I have
12,
8
8,
for
6,
Jeff.
4.
Oh no, wait. Yeah. I counted wrong for Brian. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, 12, 8. I have 12, 8, 6, 5.
Same.
12865 is the correct.
So everybody's in it for round 3.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. So coming back in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We got some score updates to give you. Brian has maintained his lead throughout the first 2 rounds and gotten 12 big points. Followed close behind by Jeff, who pulled ahead of Kaleb in that round and got himself 8 points. Then Kaleb with 6 big points, and following him right behind Kaleb with 5 points is the movie nerd. Here we go with round number 3. Dan, hit him, please.
All right, here are the rules for round number 3. There will be 3 questions worth 2, 3, and 5 points. Each question will come from a different movie. There is no multiple choice available, but also no stealing from the rival players. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question. Players will have the option to respin only 1 time in round 3, so choose wisely. Players will have the... dang it. And if a movie is spun a second time for the same point value by a different player, it will be a technical respin. The player or team behind will start answering questions first. Once that player or team ties or moves ahead of the other player or team will get their first question. Each player will go back and forth answering the questions from their given movie until there are TKOs or until 2 players are mathematically eliminated. All right, so the movies for round 3 are thus: Jaws, Airplane, Shaun of the Dead, Empire Records, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Interstellar, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Cool Hand Luke.
All right, so we are going to be starting with Dominic, who only needs to hit his 2-pointer to get it over to Kaleb. Dominic, are you ready for your spin?
Let's do this.
I got the wheel. It's a nice, colorful wheel. All right, here goes. Shaun of the Dead for a
Keep it.
2-pointer. All right.
I'm right here, Sandy. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. For your 2-point question, Dominic, in Shaun of the Dead, who plays the character called Declan?
Martin Freeman.
You are correct.
2 points, and he sends it over to Kaleb for Caleb's first spin. Kaleb, are you ready for your spin?
Sure.
All right, there's your spin. Empire Records.
Sure.
I'm right
All
here,
right.
Sandy.
Yep.
All right, Kaleb, your 2-point question in Empire Records. Who played Gina in the film?
Oh, you even have the freaking poster on your wall. Cool. Good to know, Brian.
I'm hiding it.
Saw that right at the beginning of the match.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't.
5,
Um,
4, 3, 2.
Reese Witherspoon.
That is incorrect.
It's
the answer
Renee
was Renee Zellweger.
Sure.
So we stick with Caleb, Sandy?
We do. Caleb, your spin for your 3-pointer is right there. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Keeping it.
Right here.
Stop using
Again,
up my movies.
I just can't happen to be sitting on these every time, Sandy.
Yep, do it.
All right, guys. Your 3-point question, Caleb, in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fill in the blank from this quote. You want to talk to blank. Let's go see him together. One word.
God.
You are correct. The
3 points. And that gives him now 9 points, which we are going to, he's now ahead of Dominic and Jeff. We are going to go to Jeff first. Jeff, you answer your 2-point question to throw it back. Actually, hold on.
Dominic's still
Yeah, no,
over.
Dominic has one.
Yeah, Dominic has 7. So we
Yeah.
we go to Dominic. So we're going to go to Dominic for his 3-point spin. If he gets it, then it'll be Jeff's turn. So, all right, Dominic, are you ready for your 3-point spin?
Let's do this.
Only one off the table is Raiders. Interstellar.
Take it.
All right.
Here, Sandy. Do you want it or you want me to do
Nope,
it?
do it.
All right. For 3 points, Dominic, in Interstellar. Finish the following quote from Dr. Brand. I'm not afraid of death. I'm an old physicist. I'm afraid of blank.
How many words?
One word.
I'm afraid of after.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The word we were looking for was time. I'm afraid of time.
Damn.
So we are going to stick. Do we stick with Dominic?
He's still behind, yeah.
Yeah, so we do. We stick with Dominic. So Dominic, you've got your 5-pointer spin. Every category is available, and remember, you still have your respin. Are you ready?
Yep.
And one
Let's get this
repeat.
over with.
Yep. All right. Spin. She is in. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
All right, I'm right here, Sandy.
But he can
Matt?
choose Susie.
Yep.
Screw it. I'll keep it.
You're going to
Okay.
keep it? You're not going to respin. Okay.
Not gonna respin.
All right, here we go, Dominic. To stay in the match. Your 5-point question in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Pee-wee enters a bar to make a phone call, but the bar is actually a private club for what motorcycle gang?
Hell's Angels.
Oh,
And with that, Dominic has been eliminated from the game. The answer we were looking for
Satan's
was Satan's Helpers.
All the love, Dom.
wow.
All right, Dominic, you're more than welcome to stick around. You finished with 7 points, which is nothing, especially with getting, spinners or opponent's choice in round number 2. You're more than welcome to stay around. If you want to drop off, you can. It's been fantastic having you throughout this whole tournament. Do you want to stick around?
I'm peacing out, guys. I gotta go to bed. Sandy, I'll message you about when I'm up next in the tournament. Peace out, guys. Have a great match.
All the love
Later,
to you, Dom.
Later, Dominic. All right, so now we are going to go to Jeff, who has 8 points to Caleb's 9. So, Jeff, you just have to answer your 2-point question. And are you ready for that spin? And the only one you can't get is Shaun of the Dead or Empire Records.
Okay.
And you have all 3 of your repeats left. Here is your spin. Cool Hand Luke.
I'll take it.
All right.
So this is for 3 points?
2.
Two for Jeff? Okay, 2 points. Okay. Cool Hand Luke, Jeff. For 2 points. Who plays Luke's mother, Arletta?
Oh, I just. It's ironic I suggested this movie too.
I know Sandy loves this movie.
I know.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
I'm gonna kick myself over
1.
this. Got nothing.
All right, no repeat. The answer we were looking for was Joe Van Fleet.
Joe Van Fleet.
Oh, I knew that. Damn it.
So we stick with Jeff. Jeff, your 3-point spin is the only thing you can't get is Raiders or Interstellar. Here it goes. Airplane.
All right.
Oh, wait.
You have a spin. You have a you can respin if you don't like Airplane. It's on Airplane. It's not moving.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. Let's keep it.
All right.
All right. Your 3-point question in Airplane. Finish the quote in the following exchange. Ted Stryker, my orders came through. My squadron ships out tomorrow. We're bombing the storage depot at Dakari at 1800 hours. We're coming in from the north, below their radar. Elaine Dickinson, when will you be back? Ted Stryker, I can't tell you that. Blank, blank.
2 words.
You have repeats as well.
Can I get a repeat, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You get a repeat. Here we go. Finish the quote in the following exchange. Ted Stryker, my orders came through. My squadron ships out tomorrow. We're bombing the storage depot at Dakari at 1800 hours. We're coming in from the north, below their radar. Elaine Dickinson, when will you be back? Ted Stryker, I can't tell you that. Blank, blank. 2 words.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. It's classified?
For 3 points.
Oh, yeah!
3 points, Jeff.
And with that, Jeff jumps up to 11 points. So we got to move over to Kaleb. Kaleb, your 5-point question will put you in the lead. Are you ready?
Nah, but
The only one.
I was gonna say I don't want to give Jeff another thing to censor, so I was.
It gives me an excuse to use the bike horn sound, so it's okay.
Okay, well, fuck it.
The only one that you can't get is Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which I'm pretty sure you're happy about. Here is your spin. There's that word again. Shaun of the Dead.
All right, this is his 5-point question, Sandy.
I'm kind of living and dying by the sword of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So DJ, spin that shit.
All right, we're spinning it.
The bike horn being used in full force tonight.
I'm letting you play with that toy for that bike horn.
Empire Records.
Wow.
All right.
Stop taking my question.
All right,
I love this movie too.
your 5-point question in Empire Records to take the lead.
Sure.
And stay in the match, right, Sandy? He stays in the match.
He'll take the lead.
And he'll take the lead. But he doesn't. If he does not get this correct,
he will be eliminated.
He will be eliminated. Okay. All right, Kaleb, for 5 points.
Yeah.
What is the name of the national chain that the record store will be converted into if Joe cannot raise enough money?
I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I have seen the first 10 minutes of this movie. I'm pretty sure this comes up, and I have no goddamn idea. So How many? I have all 3 repeats. Let's see if I can find it in the deep recesses of this McClunky ass brain.
2.
Repeat.
All right. For 5 points. What is the name of the national chain that the record store will be converted to if Joe cannot raise enough money?
I know you guys love it.
5.
I'll be real honest. I don't really
4.
care about this movie.
3. 2.
Repeat.
What is the name of the national chain that the record store will be converted into if Joe cannot raise enough money?
Oh.
5. 4. 3. 2.
Repeat.
All right.
Final one.
That is your final repeat. For 5 points, what is the name of the national chain that the record store will be converted into if Joe cannot raise enough money?
Well,
5.
it's been fun.
4. 3.
Capitol Records.
2. And with that, Kaleb has been eliminated. The answer we were looking for was, of course, the people at the top row know is Music Town.
Music Town.
Wonderful. Jeff, you can play with the bike horn tool one more time. Fuck me gently with a chainsaw. I didn't know that question.
Extra point for the Heathers reference. There you go.
Favorite movie line of all time. Thank you.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go over to McClunky. So, Kaleb, thank you so much for playing in this tournament. With that, you have been eliminated, but if you want to stick around, absolutely do that. If not,
Well,
you're free.
I'll sit around. I'll sit around.
All
Brian's here.
All right. Just mute your microphone. And we're going to go to Jeff. Jeff, it is up to you to get your 5-point question right. The only 2 movies that you cannot roll are
2 that I
Empire
love
Records and Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Are you ready for your 5-point spin? Remember that you do have 2 repeats and your respin available.
Be gentle.
Interstellar.
I have one. Let's use it. Respin.
All right.
Go big or go home.
Cool Hand Luke.
All right, Jeff.
Did not quite go well for him the first time.
So it's
All right, your 5-point question to stay in the match. If you get this correct, you stay in, you take the lead, and Brian has to answer some questions. If you get this wrong, Brian is the winner. Here we go. What bad news does Luke receive the same day that he shouts at God during a rainstorm?
he receives the news that his mother died.
5 points, and he takes the lead.
His mother, as played by who, Jeff?
Fuck off, Brian.
All right, so that brings Jeff's total score up to 16 points to Brian's 12. So Brian definitely has to answer some questions here. Unfortunately for him, going last, there's a lot of movies that have been taken off the wheel in this case. So Brian,
I've literally known every question so far, which means I'm going to get all 3 of these wrong.
that seems to be the luck of it. But you cannot get for your 2-point question Empire Records, Shaun of the Dead, or Cool Hand Luke. Are you ready for your 2-point spin?
Yes.
All right. And it's in. Airplane.
I will take it.
All right.
All right.
Airplane, here we go. 2 points in airplane. If I can get to airplane here we go. All right, your 2-point question in airplane, Brian. Who plays the character Elaine Dickerson?
Julie Haggerty.
For 2
You are
points.
correct. 2 points.
That puts him at 14. He's got to at least get one of the next 2 questions right. Your 3-point question cannot come in Raiders, Interstellar, or Airplane. Brian, this is a free one if you want it to be, but are you ready for your 3-point spin?
Yes.
Remember, you have all your repeats and your respin available. And there is the spin from the hand of God. Oh, well, would you look at that? The
Thank you.
3-pointer ends on Empire Records. I will ask this question, Dan.
You will? Okay.
All right. Complete the following quote. I tried to kill myself with a Lady Bic, a pink plastic razor with daisies on it, and a blank blank. 2 words.
Oh my god. The one question I'm not going to know is from the movie I put on the board. I'm going to use one of my repeats.
Okay. Complete the following quote. I tried to kill myself with a Lady Bic, a pink plastic razor with daisies on it, and a blank blank. 2 words. Five, 4.
Swivel
3.
head. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had this one for sure. It is, I tried to kill myself with a Lady Bic, a pink plastic razor with daisies on it, and a moisturizing strip.
Yep.
So here is where it lands, folks. Brian has his freebie gone. To win the game, he has to get his 5-point question. If he does not, Jeff, Big Poppa Varju, moves on to the final. The categories you cannot get for your 5-pointer is Empire Records, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Cool Hand Luke. Brian, for all the marbles, are you ready for your 5-point spin?
Ready as I'm going to be.
You have 2 repeats left and your respin available. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I think I'm going to keep that.
All right.
All right, I have it right here, Sandy. Or are you going to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. So for 5 points and the win, Brian, your 5-point question in Raiders of the Lost Ark is: when Marion and Belloc are getting drunk, what clue suggests that Belloc is faking his drunkenness?
I don't know if they're that overt about it, but the fact that the wine is his family label.
And your winner, Brian, the Macguffin Michael. Yes, the wine he is drinking comes from his family label is the correct answer. Brian with a huge 5-point win there. That brings him to 17 points, 1 ahead of Jeff Varju. My God, I love it when it comes down to a final question like that. It makes me so happy.
I don't.
You
didn't see from my shoes.
We are going to go get to our winner very, very quickly. But first, we've got 2 of our finalists here. We're going to go to Kaleb Koho first. Kaleb, let me just remove some people from the stream. Yeah, Brian, and then Oh, what? I just keep on freaking adding people to it. What the hell's going on here? And Dan. All right, Kaleb. You know what? You didn't actually get, a real good swing at this one. I feel that you just got a little bit distracted in the first round, missed a couple questions that you thought about afterwards. Round 2, of course, it was given to you by somebody else. But, how do you feel overall about your performance today? And what are you looking forward to next season?
I'm going to tell you a little parable here, Sandy. There's a guy. He's really, really, really smart. You can call him Einstein. He takes one test, just with one other person in the room. Passes with flying colors. Takes another test, and 2 in a row, in fact, with multiple people in the room. Doesn't do quite as good. And then he takes one with an audience of millions in front of him. And he doesn't even get one correct. McClunky. I think I did pretty good. I'm mad about Donald Sutherland. I'm a little tired of multi-person matches, personally, because I always seem to be the one that comes last or third or second. I never seem to be the one that wins it. 2 and 3, and all 3 of them come multi-person, just rubs me the wrong way. But I think I survived Reese Witherspoon. Brian, I have a beef with you a little bit. You took the one thing on the wheel that that was giving me joy in my life. Okay, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I have it on pretty good authority that recently you played in a multiplayer match and demolished everybody in your path.
So maybe. I think that was a dream.
Might have been.
Or maybe it was fed to you by BuzzFeed sources, because I pay them. They're on my payroll. Okay. They're actually paid by the Kaleb Koho consultancy firm, which today did not get to work with its top client, because if we had, probably would have told them to not keep some of those choices. But
I very much appreciate that. Well, I'm looking forward to you and Eli, Best in Show, coming to play in next year's massive teams tournament. I think you guys are going to do quite well. Like I've told you before, I think you're going to be ranked in the top 15 for sure, if not the top 10. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Merry Christmas, my friend.
Merry Christmas. And Best in Show is going to come for Brian's belt there. So hold on to it for me for a bit.
There you go. Perfect. All right, and we're here with our unfortunate second place finisher, only by the hair on his chinny chin. Jeff, Big Poppa Varju, my friend, how are you feeling after that match? You got that gigantic 5-pointer in Cool Hand Luke. I thought you were sunk after missing that first one, and then you pulled it right out at the end there to push it back to Brian. And man, I think you gave him a scare. Because you know what, he went right down to that last question. How do you feel about your overall performance? You did great in round 2 to get into second place and to give you that opportunity. What did you think about your overall performance today, and what is you looking forward to next season?
I'm very excited, that my performance tonight was good. I think I'm on the right path upward, definitely bouncing back from last season and getting back into the swing that I was in, this time last year. So it's good to finally get a good game in. Big shout out to Brian and Kaleb and Dom. This was a phenomenal match for this being the first Fatal 4 we've ever done. This was so entertaining. It was, there was a lot of swings back and forth between 4 people. It was very, very entertaining. I'm happy I came in second, the fact that I made it this far, but like Brian said, this came down to kind of the luck of the draw in a way. I was gifted my round 2 category. If I would have gotten, that Chronicles of Narnia one on the 2-pointer, it would have been closer. And if I would have gotten the 2-pointer for Cool Hand Luke, which I should have known, this could have been a little bit different, but man, I can't be mad at the performance. I can't be mad that the best person tonight won. Brian played really well. He 100% earned this win. I'm just happy to have had a great performance, and I'm excited for next season. I'm excited to continue playing and seeing my strategies develop more and see where we go from there.
Absolutely, buddy. You know what? You're one of the highest, or one of the higher ranked competitors in singles, and you guys are one of the higher ranked teams. And with you and Max, you guys are going to be highly ranked in the rankings for the tournament next year. So I think you played really well today. You just got beat by somebody who was just playing a little bit better just today by just that much. So Merry Christmas to you, my friend, and we will see you
Merry
next
Christmas,
season.
That's not Brian.
And here we are with our victorious first place winner. It is Brian the Macguffin Michaels. Brian, you kept yourself in the lead throughout the entire game. You just about got a little too close for comfort. I mean, when I told you had a freebie to give you in round number 3 there for the 3-pointer, I didn't think you'd take me all that seriously on it, but you made it interesting. You made our first final fatal 4-way match, an absolute pleasure to watch, especially for the fans. You know what? You had a great round 2. You had a great round 1. And you know what? You did what you had to do in round number 3. Getting your 2-pointer and then getting that big 5-pointer at the end. How do you feel about your performance today, and what are you looking forward to next?
I feel pretty good about my performance today. Rounds 1 and 2, I thought I did pretty good. I feel a little bad about, having to throw opponent's choice at Dom. I did the same thing to him in another match. I gave him my strength there and kind of torpedoed him there. And I feel bad about doing it, but it's the game. It's strategy. Round 3, going into there, I felt good. Got down to the end, got to Jeff's last question. I thought, I'm this close to a triple TKO. I was this close. And then he hits that last question, and came to my turn. I was still feeling pretty confident, had all 3 questions to go. One correction I said earlier, I had known all the questions up until then. I didn't know Jeff's 2-point. Of all the people in Cool Hand Luke, I think like him, that's the one person I didn't think was going to be asked about in the cast. So I didn't know that one. But then Empire Records, of all things, Empire Records almost cost me the match. But then Raiders came up, and Raiders, everybody knows I love Raiders. I just finished re-watching and studying them all for a random match that got postponed, so it wasn't for nothing. Nice. But feel pretty good about the match. Hats off to everybody who was in the match. It was great, and now I'm looking forward to whoever won the other side, and then on to getting destroyed by Jeremy.
Well, with that being brought up, I can now officially tell you that the winner of the rookie side bracket was none other than the consigliere Kirk Kowalkowski.
Oh, I hope Empire Records is back on the board for Kirk. He loves that movie so much.
He is your opponent at Snowball in order to face Jeremy Adams in another match at Snowball for the championship of Full Metal. What do you think about your opponent?
It's definitely going to be a hard match. It's another one of those matches that will come down to the questions, because he and I could not have more different tastes, or even just areas of far stronger knowledge. I mean, I think we're both good generally, but we definitely have different areas of strength. Like I said, I know how much he hates Empire Records, so I just hope that's on the wheel and he spins it for all 3.
Awesome. Well, you and I have the most similar tastes in movies that I didn't even know about, but we have very similar tastes, and we are very fortunate to have you as our Fatal 4-Way winner and the winner of the vet side of the tournament, with your match coming up at Snowball to get a shot at the champion. Brian, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for playing today. We're going to see you very soon. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, Dan, that wraps it up for another amazing singles match, the first ever Fatal 4-Way match. What did you think about how this went, and what were your final thoughts?
I'll tell you what, I absolutely loved being witness to this match as a co-host. I give a lot of credit to Jeff. He had to answer 2 different questions to keep himself in the match, and he answered both questions, putting the pressure on his opponents, and then making Brian have to answer questions at the end of the match. And Brian's questions were not easy questions. We saw that he did not get one right. You can't ask for a better match than two competitors that are going mano a mano, head to head like that, and making it come down to the last question. My hat's off, for everybody involved. Kaleb, Dom, Jeff, and Brian. What a great representative him and Kirk will make at the Snowball.
Absolutely correct on that one. It is. I would get all four of these guys back in to do another match right now, just because of how entertaining it was. So, Dan, I want to thank you very much for being my co-host today. You're my friend. Happy and Merry Christmas to you. But for all of us at Full Metal Trivia, and that includes all of our writers, it includes all of our editors, it includes all of the people who play and are working behind the scenes. I want to wish them a Merry Christmas and a thank you from the bottom of my heart for making Full Metal Trivia something very, very good to watch and be entertained this year. Thank you and Merry Christmas to all the fans out there. We love you guys. We want to see you guys as much as possible. You guys, what we have in store for next season is pretty amazing. I want you guys along for the ride. I am Sandy, the Sandman Robinson, and from all of us, thank you very much. Merry Christmas and have a happy New Year, and get ready for Snowball 3.